If you enjoy Souls-like games like Elden Ring, or more specifically anime Souls-like games like Code Vein, then it's a new game that may just be for you. That game is AI Limit, a new anime Souls-like that's releasing March 27th of this year on PC and PlayStation 5 as well. They had a demo release recently, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it and let you know if I think it's worth your time and money to pick up later this March. Speaking of March, you're probably wondering what games are releasing around that time. First is Assassin's Creed Shadows, which releases March 20th. Now this game has its own controversy and delays, but I personally have enjoyed what they've been releasing. It looks like love is being put into the game, and I don't mind if they need a little bit more time to get it all right. Ubisoft needs a win after their poor releases recently, so let's just hope this one is a W. Next is Atomfall and the first Berserker Kazan, which both released the same day as AI Limit, March 27th. Completely different games, especially when it comes to Atomfall, which will be available on Game Pass day one, but competition is still competition. At the end of the day, it's up for you to decide what most interests you. I will say AI Limit isn't a very difficult Souls-like, and that's just going to make it more appealing to beginners or people just looking for a game that won't give them too much struggle, but still has familiar mechanics to other Souls-likes they've played. The combat is fairly easy to grasp as well, and I can foresee this game having a lot of different weapon types and spells for you to mix and match together. The low point I'd say though is the movement. Moving in the overworld and exploring in itself isn't that bad, but dodge rolling and maneuvers like that do feel as if they have a little bit of jank to them. It doesn't take too much away from the combat moving that way, it's just something that takes time to get used to and playing around when you're in combat. You also have to get used to the mechanics they call sync rate. It'll fill up when you make contact with the enemy with your melee weapon, and it'll decrease when you're hit by an enemy, or when you use a spell, which can be acquired by defeating certain enemies. You'll also notice I'm not wasting any stamina in this gameplay because there isn't a stamina meter in this game, which in my opinion makes up for the movement slightly. Just because I'm not limited to the amount of movement I have, I just have to get used to how it feels for me personally. As you travel through the overworld and load into new areas as well, I will say just beware the load times at points did take a slightly long time. Nothing record breaking, but still just something to be aware of. And besides that, the game runs beautifully. I've loved how it ran this entire time. The areas themselves look great, they feel alive, and have me interested to travel through the world and fight the vast amount of enemy types that we get introduced to in this demo. Speaking of gameplay, I do want to talk about the final boss battle in the demo. The boss battle that concludes the demo is fairly easy and simple to complete. I have seen clips in other gameplay videos of bosses further in the game, and they look far more complicated and challenging than the one we're introduced to in the demo. A lot of the battles look very cinematic with large scale attacks and interesting enemy designs as well, so I wouldn't let the simplicity of this one boss battle steer you in the wrong direction when it comes to AI Limit. Specifically because I've said before and I'll continue to say, this game is for people who enjoy Souls-likes, but don't want to go through the tough grind that it takes to complete them, like a Elden Ring, Bloodborne, or Dark Souls. And even if this game isn't as difficult as those, I still believe it's some fun to be had with AI Limit, and if what you've seen interests you, or if you're just looking for a new game to play, I'd 100% recommend at least trying a demo for yourself and just seeing how it feels for you personally, because you really may enjoy it. Finally, we're at the end of the video, and this is the part where I thank you for watching and remind you to like and subscribe to the channel. It does help bring new people to the channel and just helps give me an idea of what you guys like to see from me and also what I can improve on. To go back to AI Limit for a second though, this game, or at least I'll say the demo, is definitely worth your time. It's something quick and most importantly free for you to experience and enjoy along with everyone else that's giving it a try. If you end up trying it and enjoying it, or even if you don't end up liking it, please come back, leave a comment, and let me know what you thought about it, and if you just enjoyed your time with it or if you didn't. I just want to know. But it's been your boy Kasuke, and I'm out. Peace.